Okay. Are we streaming? Are we live? Are we gaming? Oh, I think we might be. Which keyboard am I at? There we go. Okay. 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 Hold up. Wait for it. Gamers. Gamers. We're live, baby. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. Yet again. Sorry I'm late. Complicated business. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to embellish the truth. I'm going to speak to you honestly and earnestly. The reason I'm late, I saved Donald Trump from getting assassinated a third time. There, I said it. There. I just wanted to be open with you guys. I was just doing my patriotic duty as a warm-blooded American. It's just who I am. It's not really about the political candidate. It's just about saving a life. And that's all I did today. What happened? I can't get into specifics. I jumped in front of a bullet for him, and the bullet bounced off of me because of my powerful chest, because I've been going to the gym every day. And it ricocheted off and hit and killed the assassin right in between the eyes. You didn't hear about it on the news, though, because the FBI is not talking about it. Anyway. And then Donald said, Wyatt, I'm so thankful you saved me. I said, don't mention it, Trump. Literally, please don't mention it. Honest to God, do not mention this to anybody. I'm not even going to vote for you. And he says, Wyatt, because of that, we are going to help you fix your Twitch account. And Donald Trump, got to give him credit. He knows a lot about computers. He knows way more than I thought I knew. Very incredible. This guy's a mastermind at SQL. Would have never guessed it. Never in a million years. But this happened. It really happened. So anyway. Sorry I'm late, chat. How you all doing today? How's your weekend been? Today, we got a lot to get done. We got a lot to get done, folks. This week, we got a lot to get done. We're finishing up SCPtember. Can't believe we only have a week left. We have so much we still have to read. So many articles, so many SCPs to learn about, to read about, to live, laugh, love about. And we got to beat SCP Containment Breach 300%. And I got to get a goddamn video out this week. I'm going to be honest. Not only was I saving presidential candidates' lives today, but I was also, throughout the whole weekend, just playing a lot of Satisfactory. I'm just... a lot of Satisfactory. In fact, I saved Donald Trump's life again, but it was in Satisfactory this time. He was being attacked by a bunch of monsters, and I saved him from there. I know it sounds crazy, but sometimes, you know, you're just in the right place at the right time, and you're just an American hero. And, you know, again, I'm just doing my civic patriotic duty. That's who I am as a human being. How's your weekend been? It was actually really good. I went to the gym. Oh, dude, I went to the gym on last Tuesday, and I was sore all week. And then finally on Saturday, when I was no longer sore again, I'd gone to the gym between those days for cardio, but Tuesday and Friday, I was meeting up with my trainer. Tuesday and Saturday, sorry, I was meeting up with my trainer. Saturday morning, I was no longer sore, but I've been sore all week now because it was leg day, super crazy. Getting back into doing the leg press. I was doing drop sets for everything. Absolutely horrific. My legs are unbelievably sore. And I kind of just chilled all weekend. My weekend's been schizophrenic. That's awesome. Usually that means a lot of plots happening. Did you eat an egg, though? I did. I've eaten many eggs. I had a sausage and egg sandwich from Starbucks, the liberal coffee store. Gotta admit, folks, they make a good cup of coffee. They really do. Stroyer with the 10 gifted right off the bat. Thank you, SCP Schizo Breach. That's basically what our life has been like for the last week. Yeah, honestly. Thank you, Stroyer. And gamers, by the way, if you're on YouTube chat and you want to get gifted a membership and you don't know why you're not getting gifted a membership, it might be because that's not annoying yet. That audio playing is not annoying yet, but I wonder if we could change it so it doesn't repeat the same 7-second loop over and over again and it just continues the audio. That would be nice. But if you want to get gifted a membership on YouTube, the way you do it, I can't show you exactly because I own my channel, so it doesn't show up perfectly for me. But there's an option you have to enable in YouTube chat that lets you, it just every time I think it's done, there's one more. Thank you, Stroyer, again, for the 10 gifted memberships. Never mind. I think this is the last one. This is the last one. Anyway, to get memberships on YouTube, to get memberships on YouTube chat, let me show you what to do. Let me shrink this down. Oh my God. Okay, so in YouTube chat, let's say you're in YouTube chat. This is YouTube chat you're watching on YouTube. To be accepted, to be able to get gifted memberships, what you want to do is click on the show your support for SCP Wyatt button right here by chat. And then you go to, I think it's a membership gifting. And then you have to enable, there's like a little box that pops up. You have to like check mark accept memberships from this channel or something. I forgot exactly. There's someone on the Discord made a guide for it. Let me see if we could find it real quick. Hold on. These are all DMs. Don't want to leak these. I think, did we pin this? Does anyone remember if we pinned this somewhere? Someone made an explanation in Discord, because I can't show it on stream, and I literally can't remember. Infinite glitch. You don't get infinite memberships. That's not exactly how it works. How's it going, Laser? Good to see you. You should read 2596. It's a lesser known. I'll put it on the list. Membership gifting was on for me by default. Yeah, I don't. Well, that's because you're on Twitch. That normally happens on Twitch. That's just how it do be because you're in the land of the free, home of the brave. But here on CommieTube, you have to enable it by default. But for some people, it's like it is enabled by default. It's really weird, really bizarre, really random. On YouTube. Okay, yeah, I figured that's what you meant. It's kind of bizarre. Let me get some good music here. I don't know why I have this jazz on my playlist. I do kind of like it. It makes me feel like I'm in an ambiguous amphibian video, but I'm trying to be in an SCP Wyatt stream. What about this song called She's a Badass? Okay, Electro Epic Dark. Nice, very nice. Chat, we got a lot of SCP reading to do. We got a lot.
Hi, Wyatt.
Hello, Ludo. I appreciate the $40. Thank you very much for that. I forgot when we set up that stuff, chat. I forgot if you donate more than $20, it plays the Eric ear explosion sound effect. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for reminding me. Really appreciate the $40. Incredible. Those will go to my ear surgery. Thank you very much. Absolutely so appreciated. As I was saying, we have some SCP articles to read, chat. We got a lot of gaming to do. We're gonna see what we could do. We gotta read these articles as soon as possible, and we might just have to do gaming We'll see. We'll see. Well, it depends on how fast we can get through these articles. I'm going to ping the Discord, though. And then we're just going to get started on this. For comedic purposes, of course. Again, thank you for the $40. That's very generous. I appreciate it. I got paid finally from YouTube for last month, chat. Today. $4,000 jillion babillion trillion dollars. And I say that just to be completely open with you guys, completely transparent. It means a lot. Thank you. You guys, your money actually goes to someone. I was able to pay a lot of bills today and get a lot of stuff sorted out and situated. Thank you for that, honestly. It's not Friday the 13th anymore. What the Sigma? The last week of SCPtember. Jump in now. It will be the greatest Monday in the history of American tradition. If you're not American, I guess you can jump in too. All right. Big SCP articles today. Boom. There we go. Beautiful. What is this music? I don't like this music. Can we just have good music? The song is called Keep Driving. What about this song called Driving Through Foggy Mountains? What is this? Okay. Let me fix my Stream Deck, chat, because it's broken yet again. I can't press my funny little buttons to change things. I gotta fix this yet again. Go XLR, OBS, Stream Deck. Donde lo Stream Deck? Porco Dio. I learned recently, Chad, that Porco Dio does not in fact mean oh my god in Spanish. And in fact, it's offensive. He's live on Twitch for once. It's only been a week, okay, gamer? Sheesh. When you playing SCP Lab Rat? When we beat 300%, we are playing SCP Lab Rat, which is Containment Breach in VR, for those of you uneducated. Do stop posting about Bowler. What does that sentence even mean, Felix? Did you know that 34 is life? Egg 34 is a last week meme. We need fresh memes here. We gotta come out with something new. Like 35, okay? Hold on a second. I need to think about something. I'm bringing up the articles we're reading today. I gotta also delete all these tabs. Oh my god, so many tabs. Oh no, I want to keep that open. Okay. Close that. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of satisfactory tabs open. Okay, here we go. No, here we go. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Okay, okay, here we go. This is, yup. Okay. Chat, here's what we're doing. I had a list of SCPs I wanted to read today. We're already super late. I'm gonna read us. Ooh. Oh, I could still do this. It's not the holidays, but I think we could still read this one. Yup. I think this will work. Okay. We are going to read 2 SCP articles. We're not doing SCP Bingo for these articles today because we're just speed running them. How does that sound? The anthology series. Egg, take it easy. Have a good night, gamer. I think my chat might be doubling. On Twitch chat, it shouldn't be. That sounds like a potentially a skill issue. Okay, chat. Let me bring these over here. Go over here. Go over here. All right. So this is an SCP you all know about, and then another SCP that is fairly popular, and these are both in the 4000 series that I don't think a lot of you know about. And throughout all the SCPs we've done so far, they've been pretty popular, pretty famous. Hold on, let me ping Hot Dad here. Yes, and I'm streaming now. Okay, boom. One SCP not a lot of you know about. One SCP all of you know about. We're going to start with the one you don't know about, and then the one you do know about, for anticipation. The first one will be SCP-4290. Very popular on the wiki. Honestly, you might know about this one already, but I don't see a lot of this SCP not in the wiki. Like in YouTube videos, not a lot of people do this one. The other one, of course, SCP-4666. A lot of people know about this bad boy. And if you don't, I promise you do, just not by number. Okay, chat. We got to get some good music. This music's not really hitting it for me. Epidemic sound. We got to get something funky in here, bro. We got to get juicy. Give me some absolute juice. Give me something heroic. Oh, here we go. Oh, hell yeah. This is some music, chat. Okay. SCP-4290. Keter class containment. Disruption class Amida. Risk class critical. Now, these are words and phrases we have not yet encountered in SCP articles we've read so far. First up, we're going to go over disruption classes and Amida. SCP Wiki. Let's see. Term. Where's that one page? Hold on. SCP Wiki terminology page. Glossary of terms. Okay, the first one we're looking at is disruption class. Hopefully this is here. Disruption class. Part of the anomaly classification system. This is usually only found on newer SCPs, by the way. The disruption class refers to an anomaly's ability to disrupt the status quo or break the veil if uncontained. In ascending order, these are Dark, Vlam, Kennick, Eki, and Amida. So Amida is the last one. The Veil, we're going to look that one up right now too, because this is a big lore one, okay? So the Veil / the Veil of Secrecy / the Veil of Normacy / the Veil of Normality / the Veil Protocol. We are getting now, this is the first SCP article where we're getting into hyper levels of lore, okay? If you have not been on the SCP Wiki yet, and you've only looked at the wiki from YouTube sources or external sources, welcome. The SCP universe is very deep, okay? This is the Veil Protocol, a term referring to the separation of the anomalous and the people aware of it from the rest of the world, actively maintained by normalcy organizations like the Foundation that conceal the existence of anomalies. So the idea of people not knowing about SCPs, that is called the Veil or the Matrix, right? It's called the Veil because that's a lot cool. And the disruption classes, right? Disruption classes, these are instead of an SCP's ability to breach containment or being difficult to contain, this is the idea that it can disturb the status quo or break free of the veil and make people really aware of the anomaly. It sounds similar to containment class, but let's say the interdimensional, the reluctant dimension hopper, I believe he's technically Keter. Let's see, the reluctant dimension hopper, 507. I think, oh, he's classified as safe. Okay, well, bad example then. A spoon that is unable to be contained and teleports randomly might be a Keter class containment, but it's not necessarily very high up on breaking the veil. Unless this spoon is teleporting a lot in public spaces and being very weird, it might not really break the veil of mystery of SCPs. Whereas something like God might be able to break the veil pretty quickly, because if he just goes out somewhere and goes, yeah, I'm God, here's some miracles, and here's the SCP Foundation, the SCP Foundation would be like, oh, fuck, that sucks. Things like that. 682 would definitely be high in disruption class. Yeah, basically. Exactly. Let me, hold on one second. Okay. So that's disruption class, and Amida, I guess there's no specific term for it, unless anomaly classification system. Maybe it's on this page here. Let's do Amida. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we got fun little symbols. We got the SCP Wiki artists going crazy with these, okay? We're just going to look up Amida. We don't really... Actually, no. We'll look up all of these right now. So the first level is dark. The known or potential disruption is so low as to not be a concern. So a teleporting spoon, or just the Book of Diseases, right? That's not a big concern of people breaching the veil. The object is essentially inert when not interacted with, and may potentially only affect a single individual. The Foundation would find it trivial to clean up after it. Then here's Vlam. The known or potential disruption would be localized to a small handful of people. The anomalous effects certainly do affect multiple people, but it would not extend very far. The Foundation would find it relatively simple to neutralize its effects. Kennek? The known or potential disruption would be extended to a number of people roughly defined as a city. So now we're getting pretty big here. This is like this is potentially SCP-4666 levels, or maybe the Christmas Forever town where local rumors could spread about this SCP. The anomalous effects could spread with fairly significant speed, fast enough to cause concern. The Foundation would find it moderately difficult to neutralize its effects. Yeah, SCPs that are folklore-like. Yeah, exactly. And then here's Eki, the second to last. The known disruption would extend to roughly the size of a large metropolitan area to an entire country. The potential disruption could extend to the entire known world. The spread would be swift and difficult to manage. The Foundation would find it quite difficult to neutralize its effects. And now finally, Amida. And for context, SCP-4290 is Disruption Class Amida. Amida. This disruption class would be reserved for special circumstances when the Foundation is essentially, quote, declaring war on an anomaly. When an anomaly possesses such a dire threat to the status quo and the Foundation's veil that there is no other option than to use all possible options in order to neutralize it. The effects of an Amida anomaly would extend to the entire known world and possibly the universe. So an example of Amida would be this stream. If this stream were an SCP, the amount of people that it could reach and the extent of its ability would be catastrophic to the SCP Foundation, large enough to affect the entire world with subscribing to the YouTube channel and possibly the entire known universe. That's what Amida is. Now the next thing up here, risk classification. And this one is critical. I think we actually have it right below here. We do, perfect. So this should be pretty easy. Risk classification. Risk class, is that it? Yeah. So part of the anomaly classification system, the risk class refers to the severity of an anomaly's effects on an individual person and how easily one can recover from it. In ascending order, these are notice, caution, warning, danger, and critical. So the risk class of something like SCP-173 would probably be pretty critical, because after he snaps your neck, it's really hard to recover from it. The risk class of the comedic SCP Tomatoes 504, the ones where you tell a really bad joke and they fly at your face and hit you, that would be a pretty low risk class. Or if you're a comedian and you get really easily offended, it could be a higher risk class. It totally depends, basically. And for context, SCP-4290 is risk class critical. So just like Amida and the disruption classes, this is the highest level right here. And it's also Keter. So this is a max level boss fight, basically. SCP-4290. So would that Russian goop village be Kennick or Eki? That would be, you're talking about SCP-610, right? It depends. It would probably be, honestly, since the Foundation has a pretty good lock on it, it's probably Vlam or Dark. When it first started, the SCP-610 was probably Kennick, probably not Eki level. Let me clarify something. It would depend on if you're categorizing it as the potential for the world to know about it or where it currently is in current containment procedures. So like with SCP-610, it's completely quarantined off and no one's allowed near it, right? And so technically it would be maybe Darker Vlam. There's not a lot of people that's going to find out about it, but potentially this organic sort of disease that can take over the world could be as big as Eki or Amida. But right now, it's just way lower because it's sort of contained. But I guess the wiki would probably put it at Eki or Amida because the idea is not what it is right now, but what it could be. It doesn't change even if they have it under control. It's still Kennick if it affects an entire town or city. Like an object can be safe and Kennick. Yeah. So I would say that SCP-610 would probably be Eki. Honestly, it might be Amida. 610 might be Amida because you could argue that the Foundation has almost declared war on 610. They have it contained, but it's a very threatening containment, right? It's an armed containment. They're doing everything they can to stop SCP-610 from expanding. I mean, they will blow up instances of it. The Foundation doesn't like to destroy anomalies very often, and that includes like secondary instances of anomalies. So the fact that the Foundation will actively napalm instances of 610, to me, I'd say it's Amida. The wiki, the creator of SCP-610 never classified it because it was created earlier than these classifications came out. But I would argue that it's probably Amida. IMHO. How did we get to talking about 610 will be Kennick or Eki? How did we get here? Someone asked it. There's a lot of settlements around Lake Baikal. Also, Lake Baikal is the largest lake in Asia. If 610 got to it, it'd be catastrophic. Probably would be Eki at first. Yeah, I'd say one of these two. Possibly. Probably not Amida. Would extend to the entire known world. It'd be one of the two. Anyway, here's the risk class options here. So there's notice, caution, warning, danger, and critical. Notice. The anomalous effects of the object are clearly non-existent to mild. So let's say, what would be a really good notice SCP? An individual within close proximity of the object would not feel anything as a result of the object. It possesses no danger to any individual nearby. What would be, let's see, what would be a good notice SCP? 131 maybe? The SCP-500? Well, not truly. Actually, this is a question I have. I haven't even thought about this. So it's talking about risk class. I was thinking something like SCP-500 would be a higher classification because it does have an effect on an individual. But this is talking about negative effects. So yeah, SCP-500 would have no negative effects. So it would be notice. Yeah, so it would be probably something like that. 999. 999 would not be notice. Well, 999 is probably not going to cause any danger, right? It poses no danger to any individual nearby. SCP Josie the Half Cat. Oh, I'm sorry. By the way, I forgot to do this last stream, but when we read about 529, I forgot to show you gamers something. As most of you already know, Hot Dad used her 3D printer and 3D printed a Josie the half cat for us. Look at that, chat. There's Josie. I meant to show this off to you guys on Friday and I totally forgot. And then she also 3D printed 2 D-boy heads. These are rainbowy. They're cool. Josie glows in the dark too. You guys can't see it well, but look at this. Okay, you guys can't see it because it's not dark, but I promise you she's glowing. She glows in the dark. She's really cool. Finally, the back half. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, Josie the half cat probably would be notice, but it depends. If you feed her too much cheese, she could go into danger, or maybe even moderate danger into warning. We'll see. It depends. Anyway, boom. That's Josie the half cat, chat. Josie the irradiated half cat. It's to do with having any of its properties listed. Like, even though SCP-500 doesn't have proximity effects, there are no negative effects. It does have substantial effects on an individual, so it's caution. Okay, so see, that's what's up to debate for me. So the first line is, the anomalous effects of the object are mild to moderate. An individual within close proximity of the object may feel mild effects from the anomalous object. So for me, that would mean, okay, even if the object isn't bad for you, it could still be higher up on the risk class options. But then the very name of the classification is risk class. So an SCP like 500, which imposes no risks on you, by definition sounds like it shouldn't be high on the risk class. And then the last line of every classification talks about danger. It poses a mild danger to any individual nearby. Yo, how's it going, Real? If it satisfies even one of the statements, it can be on the risk class. Is that true? Part of the anomaly classification system, the risk class refers to the severity of an anomaly's effects on an individual person and how easily one can recover from it. In ascending order, these are notice, caution, warning, danger, and critical. You know, I agree with you, and I like that definition of it because it fits close to like safe Euclid Keter, not necessarily meaning dangerous, but meaning hard to contain. I like the idea that risk class has less to do with it being dangerous and more to do with how much of an effect it has on you. But the fact that it's called a risk class and not like effect class or phenomena class or something, and every single one of these points makes a mention of it being dangerous to you, I feel like the definition could be tuned up a bit. They should really just call it severity class. That's perfect. Severity class, I think, would be perfect. 69 watching. Thank you, Tyro. That's true. Either way, the anomaly. So that's notice and caution. Here we go. And then, okay, sorry. I'm speaking over myself here. So we got notice, caution, then we got warning. The anomalous effect of the object are moderate to significant. An individual within close proximity of the object will feel mild effects or may feel major effects from the anomalous object. It possesses a moderate danger to any individual nearby. Then there's danger. The anomalous effect of the object are significant to extreme. An individual within close proximity of the object will feel major effects or may feel extreme effects from the anomalous object. It possesses significant danger to an individual nearby. So this is the problem I have, right? And maybe someone could bring this up to the wiki admins and maybe it could get clarified. But where would you put SCP-999 on this? Because SCP-999 makes you feel good. It makes you feel happy. It makes you feel better. Anyone in the radius of SCP-999 feels better. You get an extreme, a mild to extreme feeling of euphoria and happiness when you get close to SCP-999. but it doesn't pose significant danger to you. And to classify it as dangerous feels a bit weird. I'm the anomaly that can't be consigned. So true, dumb. So true. Twitch chat is back, so we're automatically better than YouTube chat. True. Okay, either way, the very last one is critical, which is what SCP-4290 is. Critical. The risk class should be chosen when the object's effects will be near instant and or extremely severe. It does not necessarily need to cause actual death, but death is incredibly likely and expected. Any individual nearby will feel the effects near instantly, and the possibility of recovery is impossible. So those are the 5 risk class classifications. We got all that covered. So we have this SCP-4290, insanely difficult to contain. It's Keter. It is Amida class, which means the SCP Foundation, it's declaring war on this SCP because it's going to break the veil and everyone will know about this SCP, the Foundation, and the entire SCP universe that sort of hides beneath all of society. And it's a risk class critical, which means this thing, whatever it does, it might not kill you, but whatever it does to you is a really, really bad and really, really instant. So this is a big boy. This is a big, big boy. Has the Foundation ever tried to get the rating down to -10? That usually works pretty well with dealing with anomalies. True. That's true. If all these anomalies are so bad, just rate them to -10 and they go away. If you guys don't know, that's a joke. When you write an article on the wiki, if it gets rated -10 or lower, it gets removed from the wiki. Okay. SCP-4290. Let's find some better music for this, shall we? Let's do, yeah, let's do this. Oh, did you guys hear that Nintendo is suing Pow World? That's crazy. Nintendo's very litigious, and they scare me as a company. Anyway, let's play some Nintendo music. Let's go. Let's back it up a bit. All right, hold on. My mic is like fuzzy here. Hold your horses, chat. Give me a sec. I had to fix something. Show me in it. Okay. Test, test, test. 1, 2. Okay, it's better. Wait, Gucci. Okay. Okay. Now, the next thing we have to do, I think, is cover some mobile task force units so that you gamers understand the significance of this SCP. So that's what we're going to do right now, actually. SCP Mobile Task Force Units List. We are going to cover a few big ones. I love the SCP MTF, all of them. I love all of them, and we're going to cover a few of them real quick. We're doing Red Right Hand, the classic Samsara, and if you don't know the significance of any of these units, don't worry, we are going to look at them now. We got, of course, the classic Hammer Down. We have, you guys are going to find out why I like this SCP so much. This gives you a brief explanation. Okay, good, that's right. Perfect. If you guys don't know, this is one of my, this is actually probably my favorite page on the entire wiki. The MTF list, because it gives you the names of every single MTF unit used in the entirety of the wiki, and it has dedicated little sections for all of them, including all the entries they are used in and all the additional stories that they're in. It's so good. So this SCP article, if I'm not mistaken, it's just these 3. Let's see, Samsara, Red Right Hand, Hammer Down. Yeah, okay, good. Gucci. So we're not going to get too in-depth on them. We're just going to read the task force missions for Red Right Hand, Samsara, Hammer Down, and then I think that's about it. You need to read Third Law. Samsara makes so many good cameos in there. I'm not going to spoil anything. We might get to Third Law. We'll see. Right now, though, MTF Alpha 1, Red Right Hand. Mobile Task Force Unit Alpha 1. codenamed Red Right Hand, has entered the facility. Mission Task Force. Straight from Delfino Plaza, apparently. Mobile Task Force Alpha 1 is a task force that reports directly to the O5 Council and is used in situations that require the strictest operational security. The task force consists of the Foundation's best and most loyal operatives and serves as the O5 Council's Special Operations Unit. Further information regarding Mobile Task Force Alpha 1 is classified Level 5. They are literally the right hand of the O5 Council, the shady council that controls the entire Foundation that most of the Foundation doesn't even know exists. They are the Emperor's, those red Sith lords that are always near the Emperor in the first 3 Star Wars movies. They are the best, absolute highest level, top tier PvP raiders in the entire SCP server. The biggest hog riders, max level hog riders. You could just search SCPX on the task force pages if you ever need to know what task force are involved with them. Oh yeah, that's another good thing. So if you want to know, like, let's say SCP, let's do SCP 610, I think. Okay, apparently that's not there. Let's do SCP just 4290. We'll do SCP 4290. That's not there. Okay, is this wiki? Oh wait, no, sorry, hold on. There's some wiki, there's some task force that don't have their things always enabled. So you'd have to go through and open them first, and then it shows you the SCPs they're associated with. So like, I think even with this, oh, weirdly enough, this actually doesn't have 4290 in it. Interesting. I think this page is incomplete. Mobile Task Force Red Right Hand. Samsara has 4290 in it. Does Hammer Down have 4290 in it? You guys can tell, people like Hammer Down. People like Hammer Down, dude. Oh my god, brother. I did not know there are this many articles with Hammer Down in them. But let's see 4290. Yeah, so Red Right Hand is incomplete. I wonder if there's some other articles that aren't 100% here. 610 is probably generic enough to be contained by any prepared one. Yeah, thinking about 610, I don't remember any of them specifically referenced. Anyway, the next one up is Samsara. Task Force Mission. Immortal cyborg clones created from the flesh of a dead god. Mobile Task Force Tau 5 Samsara utilizes esoteric and experimental Foundation weaponry to investigate and contain thaumaturgic and psionic threats. Oh boy, let's go back to the glossary of terms. Thaumaturgic. Thaumaturgic. We should have maybe started with some Cult of the Broken God before we got here. That was my bad, but it is what it is. Thaumaturgic. Let's see if we could get... Okay. Thaumaturgy. A term meaning wonder-working and referring to magic, miracles, and the occult. So straight up, if you had any questions about it, magic is real, and the SCP Foundation is covering it up, and it's called thaumaturgy. The scientific study of thaumaturgy is known as thaumatology, while the use of it is known as applied thaumatology. Similar to applied physics, I guess, or theoretical physics. Magic users are formally referred to as thaumatologists, and thaumaturges, or type blues, in global occult magic users are formally referred to as thaumatologists. Thaumaturges, or type blues, in Global Occult Coalition terminology. Global Occult Coalition, we're not going to get too into it. It's a group of interest that loves magic. You could probably tell by the name. Although more archaic terms may also be used, including wizard, sorcerer, and mage. When considered as distinct from reality bending, the phenomena studied by thaumatologists generally follow more predictable rules and limitations. Of course, See this lecture, this orientation, this document, and a brief introduction to thaumaturgical engineering for more information. We don't need to. It's magic. We get it. It's 100%. It's just magic. And Samsara, Mobile Task Force Tau 5 Samsara, utilizes esoteric and experimental Foundation weaponry to investigate and contain thaumaturgic and psionic threats. Magic. They investigate magic, and they're made of they are magic immortal cyborg clones created from the flesh of a dead god. Funnily enough, don't understand how you're immortal if the god that you're derived from is dead, but you know, you do you. Thaumaturgy is real. Yeah, of course it's real. Same with the SCP Foundation. Psionic is relating to psychic power. Oh yeah, sorry. This is another regular. Actually, I don't know if they might have a thing for this. Psionic just means having to do with psychic stuff. Okay, they do have this. These two words are real words in the real world, by the way, but I wanted to look them up in the glossary because they are a little bit different in the Foundation. Psionics, the generation and detection of supernatural phenomena solely through the power of the mind, including telekinesis, telepathy, precognition, and clairvoyance, abilities that may also be referred to as extrasensory perception, ESP, not to be confused with ESPN, the football channel. The scientific study of psionics is known as parapsychology or psychotronics, with the later term mostly being used in Eastern Europe and the former Soviet Union. Individuals with psionic abilities may be known as psions, psychics, psychers, mentalists, and espers. Psiophone, devices capable of measuring telepathic signals and projections and converting them into electrical signals, are often used to decrypt psionic data. See this lecture series for more information. We don't need to. We're not doing a whole big deep dive. We just need to know MTF Unit Tau 5 is a bunch of cyborg freakazoids dealing with magic, and people really like them. They whip out Samsara as like, hey, I'm doing a really big SCP today. I'm gonna whip out the Samsara boys because they're crazy, bro. They are. I mean, technically, since they're clones, they're literally the clones from Star Wars, but like they're just on steroids. Is the Dead God 34? Dead God is actually 35. That's how powerful it is. So that's where my tax dollars go to. Yeah, they go to battling magic. Now, the final one, MTF Unit New 7, Hammer Down, Mobile Task Force Mission. Armed Mobile Task Force New 7 is a battalion strength force consisting of 3 company-sized elements of Special Operations Infantry Forces. Now, real quick, just for those of you that aren't in the military, how large is a military company? It's a few dozen to 200 soldiers. So Mobile Task Force Unit New 7 comprises 3 company-size elements of Special Operations Infantry Forces. It's actually the size of a battalion. So we're going to look at battalion because that's a bit of a closer definition here. About 1,000 soldiers. We got about 1,000. A battalion consists of 4 to 6 companies. So let's say 500 because it says it's a battalion strength force, but it says it's 3 companies. So we're going to say it's about 500 people. There's 500 hammered down infantry forces. So this SCP, whatever it is, SCP-4290, is a threat to the existence of the Foundation, basically insta-kills you, impossible to contain, requires an army against it, an army. It's literally, the Foundation is waging war with it. They're using magic to stop it. They're using the clandestine Super Master Chief Red Right Hands and an entire army of mobile. If you played SCP Containment Breach, you've dealt with 3 Nine-Tailed Foxes. Imagine the Nine-Tailed Foxes are maxed out hog riders and you deal with 500 of them. That's hammered down, and these are like the easiest guys to deal with in this thing. So, New 7 is a battalion strength force consisting of 3 company-sized elements of Special Infantry Forces, Special Operation Infantry Forces. a light armored vehicle company, tank platoon, helicopter squadron, chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear CBRN platoon, combat engineer platoon, nuclear weapons specialist NWS squad, plus additional combat specialists and support personnel. It's an army. It's a fully fledged and fully functioning army. AMTF New 7 is based primarily out of Armored Biocontainment Area 14 and is, this AMTF is Armored Mobile Task Force. It says Armored Mobile Task Force New 7 is based primarily out of Armed Biocontainment Area 17 and is tasked with responding to incidences involving loss of communication with major Foundation facilities under circumstances wherein a site-wide breach, enemy compromise, or other similarly catastrophic event is suspected. So to put this in perspective, the world-ending scenario of containment breach was not enough to bring in New 7 Hammer down. Whatever 4290 is enough to not only bring in Hammer down, but also Samsara and Red Right Hand. 4290 is stronger than 6101. You hold your goddamn tongue, you stupid son of a bitch. We'll see. Area 14 is nasty. The whole shithole contains both 914 and 058. There's a lot of lore for all the mobile task force forces. And maybe, I don't know how we'll do this. Chat, we might have to extend SCPtember maybe a month or two, and maybe spend like an entire month dedicated only to MTF units. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know if that's something anyone wants to do. Is the Dead God 34? Okay. This is finally SCP-4290. Containment Class Keter. Disruption Class Amida. Risk Class Critical. Special Containment Procedures. All available military assets. I'm sorry, this music. Could we get some goofier music for this, please? You know what? No, we're sticking with this. Screw it. All available military assets are at the site of SCP-4290's ceiling and are prepared to use any means necessary to neutralize the anomaly. Mobile Task Force Alpha 1 Red Right Hand, Mobile Task Force Tau 5 Samsara, and Mobile Task Force New 7 Hammer Down have been outfitted with experimental paratech weaponry and are situated within SCP-4290's containment perimeter. Grids of nuclear mines have been planted in the vicinity of the ceiling site, prepared to detonate if Foundation assets are destroyed. The Dagaz Break orbital strike system has been enabled in the event of a breach past the containment perimeter. In other words, they are dealing with the weakest SCP Wyatt subscriber. Emergency shelters for civilians and selected Foundation personnel are being prepared in the event that containment measures fail. The probability of failure is undetermined. This is pretty good. What is this song? Wait, I can hear myself. Hold on. Why do I hear myself? Shh. Thank you, me. What is this song? It's kind of just background music. We'll stick to the Nintendo music. I think it fits the theme very well. Maybe we'll switch it if we need to. I think this fits pretty good, though. Okay. Our 4290, the friends we made along the way. No spoilers. Description. SCP-4290 is a Class 1 eschatological entity that was thaumaturgically sealed approximately 10,000 years in the past. Do we have to look this one up too? Hold on a second. I think this just... No, it's a thaumaturgy word. Magic. It's a Class 1 super magic entity that was magically sealed approximately 10,000 years in the past. Its seal is expected to break in the next 7 days. That's the day after my birthday. Gulp. The site of the sealing, SCP, by the way, September 29th, 1995. I turned 29 in 6 days, chat. The site of the sealing, SCP-4290 lock, is in Qinghai Lake at a depth of 32.8 meters from the surface and is constructed from 8 beryllium bronze totems. Wow, that's a lot of totems. The totems resemble armored humans engraved with the networks of banishing runes and arranged onto the points of an 8-fold fractal pattern carved into the lake bed, 20 meters wide. Bursts of red light are periodically released from its center. These have intensified in brightness over the past month. By the way, Qinghai Lake, if I'm not mistaken, just based off of that name, probably going to assume this is somewhere in, I'm going to say Oregon, United States. I'm just doing this because I want to make sure it doesn't try to dox my info because I'm using Google Maps real quick. Okay, I was close. It's a map. It's a lake in China. So I was close. I think what I say, I think I said China. It's right about here. Qinghai. So it's right here. SCP-4290 right here. If you are anywhere on this map currently, this SCP can affect you. If you see your house from here, Godspeed gamers. Birthday went old. How's it going on, Dad? We're cooked, don't worry. I solo. Information on SCP-4290 has been recovered from SCP-1726 and other such anomalous record sources. A translated excerpt of the entity from an unknown writer's below. Shoot! I knew I should have looked up. There was 1 or 2 SCPs in this article. We should have read this beforehand. Wait, did we? No, we haven't. Oh, we should have read this beforehand. Okay, let me think about this. Do we want to read SCP-1726 yet? Or right now? I think we're fine for now. By the way, real quick, before we continue. SCP-4290, written by Nat Voltic. Incredible article. I'm just going to let you guys know right now, it's a great article. Thank you for writing this article. 1726, written by Dioric. Thank you for writing this article too. I don't think we need to read this right now. It's... shoot. Don't dig yourself too deep, please. Yeah, we'll read this tomorrow. SCP-1726, we'll read this tomorrow. That's fine. Okay. So information on SCP-4290 has been recovered from SCP-1726 and other such anomalous record sources. It's an anomalous record source. That's all we care about right now. Just think about it as an anomalous newspaper, basically. A translated excerpt on the entity from an unknown writer's below. This music does not fit for the article we're reading. The child rose, its 10 mouths to the heavens, stretched... You know what? No, we have to change the music. This is too goofy. I'm sorry. No. Mario music. We are dealing with prophecies of destruction. We have to deal with something a little bit more fitting. Where is... getting a little bit closer. Here we go. Now this is spooky music. Just kidding. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got it. Okay. The child rose, its 10 mouths to the heavens, stretched wide 20 arms, and ripped the umbilical cord from the sack on its head. The warriors surged to its legs, hoping to tear these newly born limbs before they could move. But the mouths spilled torrents of darkness and dead geometries. None could flee. Reality rippled with the warriors stretching along its folds, and the darkness crunched into the skulls with flares of scarlet. The child wheezed, dragging, "Who is pinging me on Discord while I'm reading prophecies?" The child wheezed, dragging skeletal fingers through the dead and the land around. The fingers retracted, flames burst, then subsided, wax rained, then dissolved. Then the island, its warriors, and every soul still left melted into the darkness. For 10 days, the child drank it. All the world trembled. Addendum 4290.1 Repair attempts. You looked for the place of this lake? There was a location under the Lake Pic Bruh. Wait, you mean where the lake was? Yeah, it was in China. On 2/8/2022, televisions in Qinghai province and outlying areas abruptly displayed images of an entity matching SCP-4290 rising over a melting cityscape with an androgynous voice telling viewers to repair the child's locks. This has repeated in frequency, with the voice shifting to say, "There's little time left. Repair." Investigation led to the discovery of SCP-4290-lock. Well, luckily that was 2 years ago, and nothing's happened yet, so we're fine. We still have 7 days, according to the description right here. So we're good. We're good. 7 days, though. We might be doomed. Efforts into finding means by which SCP-4290-lock could be reinforced were launched. Searches of SCP-1726, undercover excursions into the Wanderer's Library. That's another thing in the SCP Foundation, Wanderer's Library. It's a big library with a lot of books that knows everything. And the ruins of specific far past civilizations found that this is not the first time the seal has needed repairs. Civilizations including the Erechons, the Jia dynasty, and the ancient Orothans have strengthened the seal with specific rituals and the engraving of new rituals onto totems. The last group to have performed this were the Divites, shortly before the culture was destroyed, circa 270. And I think these are just the wiki articles of all these civilizations. Oh, no, they're not. Okay. Okay, never mind. Okay, we're not reading all these SCPs. Okay, God, okay. I knew there were a lot of SCPs we should have read before this. We'll read these tomorrow. Okay, doesn't matter. A whole bunch of old people have been repairing the locks for this SCP. Take it easy, Alice. I've not seen the name Arakesh mentioned outside Scarlet King related SCPs. Interesting, you should mention that. Okay. The Foundation Department of Occult Containment arranged for the rites and engravings to be performed. A submersible, containing the ritual setup, and then there's a footnote, requiring 3 human cadavers and the live heart of an angel. The materials would vanish on ritual completion. No, they just have those. They have, of course, 3 dead bodies, but then also the live heart of an angel sort of just on hand. A submersible containing the ritual setup and remote... Is this song looping? No, we're good. Next one, please. Thank you. A submersible containing the ritual setup and remotely operated underwater vehicles, ROVs, with carving equipment descended to the center of SCP-4290-lock on September 8th, 2022. However, halfway through the performance of the ritual, a red light burst accompanied with the release of high levels of gamma radiation and heat occurred. Radiation damage caused the ROVs to accidentally damage existing runes, and the interruption of the ritual led to only 2 cadavers and half the heart to vanish as planned. If you've played Destiny 2 and done a Destiny 2 raid, this honest to God feels like the average raiding experience in Destiny. Television broadcast repeated later that day, its voice now stating, "The sacrifice did not reach the 10 maws. Brace." Addendum 4290.2 15/8/2022. Defection incident. Wait, I'm sorry. Sorry. This was written in British orientation. So it's not February 8th earlier. It's August 2nd and then August 9th. And then that's when they tried to do the ritual. Not September 8th, but August 9th. And they failed. And then 6 days later, Addendum 4290.2, 15 August 2022, defection incident. At 1 a.m. probably, several personnel stationed at King High Lake acted against Foundation orders and fled the area. One of the involved agents, Agent Zenovi Marinos, left the following message on a piece of paper in their quarters before leaving. Do we think we can actually stop this? No civilization before us wanted to fight the child. None of them. Hell, Jia had tech better than anything we've got, and even they were afraid. The sacrifices won't work anymore. It refuses to consume them. They aren't enough to satiate it. Once that seal breaks, we'll have a world of molten darkness, and the child will be all that's left, eating, drinking. You're fools for staying. So once again, chat, these are the Master Chief, 10,000 strength, max stat, super gamers of the SCP Foundation. They are beyond the last line of defense in the entirety of the SCP universe. And some of them are running away with their tail between their legs. Ocean Gate, yeah, exactly. The activation of Waze, the app, the phone app for directions. The activation of Waze to extra-dimensional spaces was detected nearby. Tracking is not considered a priority. Addendum 4290.3, sealing updates. 16th August 2022. Seismometers have detected a series of high-energy seismic pulses radiating from directly under SCP-4290-lock, consistent with models on the effects of dimensional distortion on terrain. Red light now encompasses the entire sealing site, and the totems are observed to be crumbling. Personnel are advised to wait and prepare. File revised, displaying new additions. We got one more addendum. Addendum 4290.4, Scenario 4290-Unlock. On 17 August 2022, the totems comprising SCP-4290-Lock disintegrated. Military assets assembled at the shore of King High Lake, and 10 minutes later, a 40-meter-long, emaciated humanoid organism matching the description of SCP-4290 phased out of the ground and onto the seabed. That's right. The least disgusting Reddit moderator has now been released from containment. Orders were sent to only fire once activity was observed. Personnel waited 2 hours. After a further hour of waiting, so 3 hours of waiting, ROVs were sent to SCP-4290, followed by an expeditionary crew equipped with Lambda model Thaumato-hazard suit. Okay, magic suits. Lambda model magic suits. They had magical suits on them, okay? Dozens of human corpses and hearts used in the sacrificial repair rituals rested on the entity's mouth, none having been consumed. No thaumic radiation, psi wave emissions, or any signs of activity were registered. All life functions in SCP-4290 have ceased. In-site autopsies were performed. Based on these, the entity is estimated to have died approximately 9,000 years ago. The cause of death was determined to be malnutrition. SCP-4290 has been reclassified to neutralized. So it was dead the whole time. 40 meters is wild. As a big baby, it died. It was dead. It woke up dead. Died 9,000 years ago. Unnecessary. Change that to neutralized. It's over. It's dead. Completely anticlimactic. It was absolutely anticlimactic. GG skill issue for dying. Exactly. The anticlimax is hilarious. Well, it's in my opinion, it's kind of stupid because usually when something like this happens, they scratch out Keter and they replace it with neutralized, but they didn't do it for this SCP to build up suspense. Let's jump into the discussion for this SCP. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm not going to find what I wanted to find a while ago. Anyway, I think it's fun. I think the ending obviously is super anticlimactic. It does leave a bunch of mysteries, like what was this thing? What happened to it? But those are things that we're going to be that are going to be answered in a later SCPtember date. We are not done with SCP-4290 for SCPtember. We are reading this so that a later SCP article makes a little bit more sense. 6101 killed 4290. That's true, actually. 17 more seconds of ads. Does Twitch... Why do you guys have ads right now? You guys shouldn't be getting ads. I'm going to make sure you guys don't get ads for the next hour. Hold on a second. Pause, champ. Pause, champ. Hold on. Twitch completely breaking. Okay. I'm going to run a 3-minute ad break. If you just got ads on Twitch, you shouldn't be getting any more ads. But Twitch won't get any more ads for the next hour. You're welcome. Dr. Coomer! Oh my god. The gamer has returned. How's the stream going, Wyatt? It's going great. How about you? We're doing a little bit of SCP readings right now for SCPtember. Hopefully, we can wrap these up and do a little bit of gaming before we end off the stream. The next SCP article to read, chat, is SCP-4666. This is an SCP you all know, no doubt. I got gifted membership and been getting ads. Yeah, on YouTube, a membership doesn't stop you from getting ads. It's really stupid. I don't know why they do it. Well, I guess because a membership only costs 99 cents, but it's really dumb. YouTube be toxic for sure. Okay, we're gonna change the music here. We gotta get some better music here. Give me my copyright Nintendo music. Where is this? Donde los Nintendo. There we go. Okay. Okay, chat. The next one, a clickety classic. Are you reading 8958? No, we're reading SCP-4666. We Fit Music's a banger. I think we're delayed. I don't think YouTube chat's delayed. There are people talking in chat, but I can't see them. Yeah, they're talking in YouTube chat. We're on YouTube and we're on Twitch right now. If you have the plugin called Truffle, which you could get by typing an ! Truffle in the chat, it should work on Twitch. Sorry about that. You could download it. You could see both chats. It's pretty nice. Okay, chat. Are we back? Is Twitch chat back from the 3-minute ad break? YouTube chat, I'm on Twitch. I know you're on Twitch. But some people are on YouTube. That's how that works. Whatever happened to Site 13 is peak. Perchance. Maybe we'll read that. Okay, chat. SCP-4666. Object class, Keter. Special containment procedures. We're going to keep this music, by the way, because it fits. 4290 was the 34s we spammed in the chat along the way. That's true. It's not like a 5 to 10 second delay for me. Okay, you know what? We're going to do this. Timer. We're going to see how delayed both chats are here. I'm going to say a number, and then I want everyone in chat on YouTube and on Twitch to say the number, and we're going to see how delayed each chat is, okay? I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1, 0, and then I'm going to say number, and you're going to say that number. Does that make sense? Twitch, it's a bit delayed. Sometimes it's instant. Other times 5 to 7 seconds. That might just be your guys's. I mean, that stream shouldn't be changing that much unless it's lagging, right? Anyway, 3, 2, 1, 72. 72. The magic number is 72. 72. 72. Okay, 8 seconds? Really? Twitch is basically the same. We had that Twitch guy right there. No way that's right. 8 seconds for both. It should be like 3 seconds. I'm going to do it again. 3, 2, 1, 15. 15. This started at 27. 15. 15. 15. Wow, God, you guys are 7 seconds behind. That's obnoxious. 72. Okay, ha. Nice try. Nice try. 7 seconds you guys are delayed. That's crazy. I don't like that. Maybe my chat's just delayed. What if I refresh chat? Hold on. Let's try that again. I'm going to try one more time, chat, okay? Hold on. Now chat's just not moving for me. Hello? And it's broken. It should be... Okay, there we go. Gamer chat. Okay, good. All right. 3, 2, 1. 51. 51. 51. 51. 51. Wow, yeah, it's like a consistent 7 seconds. So if we think about like 1 second for delay for you guys to type in what I say, it's like 6 seconds. So would that mean it's like 3 seconds from me to you guys, and then another 3 seconds from you guys to me, right? Bingo 51. It's delayed in chat. Oh yeah, let me look at the stream over here, because this chat on stream might be delayed more than this chat right here. Actually, wait, I could watch it myself. I have my own stream up on my phone. I could just see what the delay is myself. Okay, I'm gonna do this because obviously there's a delay from like when you guys type from when it gets to me. I'm gonna try this. Okay, I have an idea. I have a very good idea. Let's go to OBS here. Let's do mic sensitivity. We go to attenuation. What is that? 0? Okay, now it's just always on. You guys could just hear the stream. Okay. Hold on. Let's refresh the stream. Make sure it's completely up to date here. You guys could just hear the stream. Okay. Hold on. Okay, this sounds really delayed. It's completely up to date here. That sounds really delayed. All right, we're gonna start it, and when I say the word start, and I hear it on my phone, I'm gonna know that's how long the delay is. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, start. And I hear it on my phone, I'm gonna know that's how long the delay is. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, it's 7 seconds. Boys, we're cooked at 7 seconds. That is incredible. That is actually incredible. It is straight up 7 seconds. Wow. Bigly delayed. Why? We have it on 0 delay for everything. It would be faster since I had to translate the number in my language and type it LOL. Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking, is there's a little bit of a delay. Wipe your camera? What does that mean? It's not dirty. My camera's not dirty. You wipe your camera, Reen. Hello, 7 seconds in the future. The good thing is, chat, since I'm in the future by 7 seconds for you guys, if anything horrific happens, I'll let you guys know 7 seconds in the future. If there's some sort of world-ending catastrophe or like a 9/11 I'll let you gamers know. Wipe it, it's greasy. My camera is not oh, it is. Wait, look at that. It is greasy, chat. What the hell? Chat, why is my camera greasy? Yeah, you guys like that? You like how I clean you, chat? There you go, that's perfect. Get cleaned, idiots. Alright. True. Special containment procedures. Web traffic and law enforcement channels worldwide are to be monitored for evidence of SCP-4666 activity, and particularly for cases of stalking or reports of anomalous phenomena involving families with young children. Should a Weissnotch event be suspected to be in progress, the nearest containment task force is to be dispatched to attempt containment of SCP-4666. Standard PDP-/8 humanoid first contact protocols apply. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this actually doesn't have a definition in the SCP wiki. That's just part of this article. Let me check on Reddit. Yeah, made up for the article, has no explanation anywhere else. It's just one of those classic SCP terms that doesn't mean anything. It's pronounced Weissnacht. It's German. Hey, listen, who won World War II, okay? It's pronounced Weissnacht. Thank you very much. Media coverage of family deaths attributed to SCP-4666 is to be suppressed or falsified to make said deaths appear as non-anomalous home invasion murders. Forensic evidence in SCP-4666-A instances collected by non-Foundation agencies are to be confiscated and witnesses amnesticized. Amnesticized just means they get given amnestics, they get their minds wiped, basically. Is this Dr. Disrespect? Yeah, it is. Description: SCP-4666 is currently believed to be a single, exceptionally long-lived humanoid entity of unknown origin. Survivors of Weissnacht's events typically describe SCP-4666 as a very tall, between 2 meter and 2.3 meter, elderly male of European descent. Oh no, it is the doc. With an extremely emaciated appearance. He also has allegedly a 3-foot vertical leap. The entity always appears completely naked, even when observed outdoors in freezing weather. Oh god. The German... Don't say German Diddy. This is the evil Santa Claus, but Diddy. Though the nature and extent of its anomalous properties remain uncertain, SCP-4666 appears capable of instantaneous or near instantaneous travel to any location north of 40 degrees north latitude, and possibly to any location on Earth. SCP-4666 activity occurs exclusively within a period of 12 consecutive nights every year, from the night of December 21st to 22nd to the night of January 1st to January 2nd. This period is also known as SCP-4666's active phase. During this phase, in what are termed Weissnacht events, or Weissnacht, Diddy events. In what are termed Dr. Diddy events, SCP-4666 will appear at dwellings in one or multiple locations north of 40 degrees north latitude. In all known Dr. Diddy events, these dwellings have shared the following characteristics: isolated rural location, home to a family with at least one child under the age of 8, and situated in an area with snow cover lasting through the duration of the event. SCP-4666 is also a known Minecraft streamer. What? Dr. Diddy events consist of the following general progression. Nights 1 through 7. Children will report seeing SCP-4666 in the vicinity of their family's dwelling. The entity will typically be observed watching the dwelling from a distance, such as from across a nearby field or from the edge of a neighboring forest. In some cases, children will report waking up at night to find SCP-4666 watching them sleep through a window. Nights 8 through 11. Family members, including the parents, will report sounds of footsteps coming from the roof or the attic. An extremely unpleasant odor will also frequently be noticed inside the dwelling. No cause for these phenomena will be found. As a result, parents will often begin to suspect that their family is being stalked, or even that their dwelling might be haunted. Real quick, also. Okay, I just realized on the previous article, this is really big. I accidentally missed this, you guys. On the previous article, I forgot to read the text for this image here. This text says Qihing Lake, Qinghai Lake, Qinghai Province, China. Okay, good. Sorry, forgot to do that earlier. And then the image earlier on this article, possible photograph of SCP-4666 recovered from a cell phone at the location of Weishnacht event number 057130. Click here to enlarge, and we can click here and we can enlarge it. Look at that, chat. We've enlarged the image. Look at that cutie. What an absolute cutie individual. There we go. Also, this article was written 4666 by Hercules Rockefeller. Hercules Rockefeller, thank you for writing this article. I try to do that at the beginning of every article. 4666 feels like the Rake or a Skinwalker. Bro's stalking skill is wild. He's just a Minecraft streamer, bro. Reminder, like and subscribe and like the video. True! If you don't, I will send Diddy to your house. Okay. Night 12. Over the course of the night, one of two scenarios will occur. The first and most common is that SCP-4666 will kill all members of the family, save for one child under the age of 8, whom it will abduct. SCP-4666 will inflict incapacitating injuries to family members while they are sleeping, then herd them into a single room of the dwelling where it will proceed to kill them in view of each other. The method of killing varies with the event and will typically be preceded by some form of torture, which appears to serve ritualistic purpose. See Dr. Diddy event log below. So that's a whole section we're going to see right after this. In the second scenario, which has occurred in roughly 15% of known Dr. Diddy events, SCP-4666 will not harm the family. Family members will report hearing footsteps inside their dwelling during the night, though no signs of forced entry will be found. In the morning, children will discover presents at the foot of their beds. These will consist of toys crudely crafted from the remains of human children. See SCP-4666-A instances log below. The criteria, if any, by which SCP-4666 determines the outcome of a Dr. Diddy event are unknown. Access document 4666-V-30091-Dr. Diddy events log. Okay, we're going to read all these. Notable Dr. Diddy events. Location, unknown village, Croatia. Year, circa 1498. Description of Dr. Diddy event. Unconfirmed. An entire family was killed with the exception of one of the children, age unknown, who was abducted. Though specific details about the event are not available to recovered documents, it was noted that the killings presented strong paganistic elements and that the family members had been made to suffer greatly prior to death. The archbishop who oversaw the investigation wrote that he believed the family had been killed as part of a demonic ritual. Unknown village, Rupert's Land, present-day Ontario, Canada, 1689. Unconfirmed. The entire family was killed, with the exception of two of the children, one of whom was abducted, and one of whom, female, age unknown, escaped during the killings and was able to reach a nearby village. She told authorities that a naked man had broken into her family's dwelling during the night and proceeded to torture them, exact method not specified in recovered documents. Upon investigation, the bodies of the family members were found inside their dwelling, hanging upside down from the ceiling. All had been exsanguinated. That means their blood was removed. Eichstätt, Germany, 1913. An entire family was killed, with the exception of the youngest child, male, age 3, who was abducted. The bodies of the parents and 5 other children were found inside a stable adjoining their dwelling. They had been restrained by having knives, pitchforks, and other sharp implements forced through the palms of their hands and into the walls of the stable before having their tongues removed, leading to hemorrhaging and death. That is when you die. Blood from the family members had then been used to paint elaborate patterns of unknown meaning on the hides of the mule, goat, and 2 cows present in the stable. The animals themselves were not harmed. However, no interviews were conducted with the animals. Neighbors told authorities that in the week preceding the killings, the father of the family had mentioned finding tracks in the snow around the family's dwelling, which appeared to have been made by bare human feet. Chat, don't say Chris Tyson claws. You can't say that. Now I gotta blur that out later. Hear me out, SCP Wyatt. This SCP is a maniac. I don't want to get political, chat, but SCP-4666 kind of sounds like a little bit of a psycho to me. Next event, Plios, Soviet Union, 1956. An entire family was killed, with the exception of the youngest child, male, age 4, who was abducted. The bodies of the parents and 1 other child were found in the living room of their house. They had been restrained and their feet held over the flames in the fireplace for an extended period of time, meaning their feet were not cold. Calcining gets calcining, reduced, oxidize, or desiccate by roasting or exposing to strong heat. Okay, burnt. The word's burnt, okay? Burning the tissues of the feet and exposing the bones. They then had their heads crushed with an unknown heavy implement. Hundreds of bite marks, youch, believed to have been inflicted post-mortem, were found on each of the bodies. There's a footnote. Analysis of recovered police photographs has shown that the size, shape, and configuration of SCP-4666's teeth do not match those of a human being or of any known animal. Branches cut from a fir tree outside the house had also been placed over the bodies to unknown purpose. How's it going, Carter? We're reading some light Sunday reading. He might use eggs to burn them. Buy eggs only $4.99. True. Next event. Skådenshaven, Norway, 1971. An entire family was killed, with the exception of the second youngest child, female, age 51, who was abducted. The bodies of the parents and 2 other children were found in the basement of their house. Each had at least 1 limb pulled off by brute force before being stabbed precisely 39 times with an unknown sharp implement, possibly a piece of bone from one of the removed limbs, resulting in massive blood loss and death. Yeah, that tends to happen. Obviously, sorry. I don't mean to get nitpicky, but yeah, of course that's going to result in blood loss and possibly death. The family members had been eviscerated. Okay, that's a little bit opinionated. This is a scientific document, thank you. The family members had been eviscerated, and their small and large intestines removed and cut into 30 to 50 centimeter long pieces. These had been arranged in radiating lines around the bodies. Feces from the intestines had been used to trace symbols of unknown meaning on the walls and the basement. Illegal immigrants, am I right, chat? Next one. Eaglestarod, Iceland, 1996. An entire family was killed, with the exception of the youngest child, female, age 4, who was abducted. The bodies of the parents and 7 other children were found inside their house. All had large pieces of skin removed from their backs, necks, and groins prior to death. parentheses, removed skin was found to have been partially consumed. Ew, end parentheses. Okay, the article didn't say ew. If you're listening to me, sorry, I added the ew in there. Don't worry, it's not in the article. They had been killed by decapitation with a bucksaw that had belonged to the family. Following death, the family members' headless bodies had been carried to their respective rooms and placed on their beds. Each of the removed heads had also been placed upright on a step of the staircase leading from the first to the second floor, with the parents' heads on the top 2 steps and the children's heads on the lower steps in descending order of age. Chat. I'm starting to get the feeling that this guy is weird. Access document 4666-V-3985 /SCP 4666-A instance logs. Alright. This is what Trump thinks they're doing. Who wrote this article? Trump did. This is what they're doing in Aurora. They are eating the cats and dogs and cutting off the groins of everybody. They are, you won't believe this, folks. The illegal aliens are breaking into people's houses in beautiful Eaglestad, Iceland, and they are putting the heads on the stairs in reverse chronological order. Trust me, I read it on a website. They're saying this online. It's true. It's big. It's happening. Okay. Notable SCP-4666-A instances recovered. Location: Nurmes, Finland. Year: 1811. Description of SCP-4666-A instance: a small wooden drum with 2 wooden drumsticks of uneven length. Drum skin consists of 390 cubic centimeters piece of skin belonging to a human child, stretched with thread made from human tendons. Gallagher, Wales, 1857. A small knife, 15 centimeters in length, blade is 6 centimeters in length, sculpted from a single piece of bone belonging to a human child. Symbols of unknown meaning have been carved into the handle. Makat, Kazakhstan, 1903. A flute made from the hollowed-out femur of a human child. Holes have been bored at uneven intervals along its length. The femur appears to have been dyed with human blood. Bangor, Michigan, 1960. A wooden box containing 13 miniature human-like figurines. Oh, each 4 to 6 centimeters in height. That's cute. Made from the phalangeal bones of human children. Uh-oh, that's not so cute. Tied together with strips of human tendon. The figurines have been decorated with human hair, and small pieces of torn clothing. Okay. DNA testing revealed that the remains belong to 18 separate children. So it wasn't like a donate your hair kind of thing. It wasn't like a voluntary thing, probably. That's not good. Cape Broyle, Canada, 1976. Chad, I'm starting to believe this guy doesn't believe in union rights either. I'm starting to believe whoever's making these toys probably not covered under a union. Cape Broyle, Canada, 1976. A ball 23 centimeters in diameter, made from 19 layers of human skin. Now that is definitely not FDA approved. Wrapped tightly around the desiccated head of an unidentified human child, male, aged 2 to 3. Layers of skin are held in place with pine resin. Pine resin? Gross. Really? We've got better alternatives for that. And then finally, Baard, Netherlands, 2006. A hairbrush. Okay. The handle is made of wood. Okay, poorly carved. That's a little insulting. In place of bristles, 43 deciduous human teeth have been set at irregular intervals into the handle. Okay. DNA testing revealed that each tooth belongs to a different child. Only 2 of the teeth could be matched to known abduction victims of SCP-4666. Teeth vary in age from a few days to over 400 years. Oh, okay. So it started off very good and ended very bad. So far, though, I think an improvement in the craftsmanship. I know this is German Ed Gein. Yeah, how come Ed Gein keeps making an appearance in these SCPtember articles? All right, there's another image of what appears to be a fingerprint with text under it that says fingerprint. Oh, belonging to SCP-4666. Note the unique double whorl pattern. And yes, if you know a lot about fingertips like I do, I'm very knowledgeable in fingertips. I went to college for fingertipology. This is a classic double whorl pattern, which you don't see very often in nature. In fact, no human being has a double whorl pattern, which means that this guy probably, no offense, not to sound racist, but this man is probably a monster, maybe some sort of ghoul, I would say, probably a sort of bad entity, an abomination, I would say. I would go so far as some would say it. Not me. I would not call him an abomination. Some might. Some would even perhaps say some sort of monster, a Frankensteinian flesh golem. Discovery: SCP-4666's existence and ongoing activity were first detected in 1974 through the Foundation's newly implemented Anomalous Signature Recognition Program, footnote 2, also known as ASRP. This program marked the Foundation's first use of algorithms as a means of detecting anomalous phenomena. Oh, really? You're going to let algorithms figure out what is and isn't anomalous? That's real cool. Way to take the human element out of things, Foundation. Way to let AI take over, Foundation. You know what? I'm starting to think SCP-4666 isn't the bad guy in this article. I'm starting to think the guy that kills children and uses their flesh as toys might not be so bad in this article. I bet they even trained this anomalous signature recognition algorithm on artists' art without their permission. That's the real monster. When several highly similar home invasion incidences resulting in family deaths were found to have occurred throughout the Northern Hemisphere during the night of January 1st to 2nd. Read the real SCP-2515's name in full. Maybe next time, gamer. All right. Extensive research into civilian and law enforcement archives worldwide eventually uncovered evidence of probable Dr. Diddy events for nearby. By the way, if you're just now joining the stream and you weren't here earlier, this word right here, it's not wish-notched, it's not vice-notched, it's Dr. Diddy. That's how it's pronounced. Extensive research into civilian law enforcement archives worldwide eventually uncovered evidence of probable Dr. Diddy events for nearly every preceding year, going back to the late 18th century, average of 3.1 known events per year. Numerous historical documents were also found which appear to describe SCP-4666 activity occurring prior to this period, in some cases as early as the 2nd century AD in Europe and Russia, and as early as the 1st century BC in Scandinavia. I'm curious. They say it always happens between December 21st/22nd to the night of January 1st to January 2nd. Does that also count leap year? Does SCP-4666 acknowledge and recognize leap years? Or does it go back or forward a day, depending on those years? That'd be kind of interesting. Also, before we had the Gregorian calendar, did he change up his schedule? Does it always have to be around Christmas time? Why is it a Diddy event? It's chat's fault, that's why. Fingerprints belong to the same humanoid entity that's a shower thought, by the way. That's an SCP shower thought. Certified banger shower thought. Fingerprints belonging to the same humanoid entity have been discovered at the locations of all Foundation investigated Weishnach events. These have been matched to a partial fingertip found preserved in dried blood on a recovered SCP-4666-A instance dating from 1873. The fingerprints present characteristics not known to occur in human beings. See image, the double whorl pattern specifically. Human-like white hairs were also recovered from the locations of several Weishnach events, though no DNA, human or otherwise, could be extracted from them. So their hair with literally zero DNA. Okay, the final addendum. Well, the first and only addendum. Addendum 4666-01. On January 2nd, 2018, SCP-4666-A instances were discovered at a family's residence in Hoona, Alaska, following the conclusion of Weishnach event number 060198. Among these instances was SCP-4666-A-0960, which consists of a crude, life-size doll made from the emaciated body of a female child, to which the following modifications have been made. Quick note, this is a typo. It should say to wit, not to which. The phrase is to wit. Which means, hold on a second. Hold on. Pause, champ. Okay, the meaning of to wit what is this phraseology? The meaning of to wit is to say. Namely, it means to say. To wit means to say. Not to which, it's to wit. So, life-sized doll made from the emaciated body of a female child, to say the following modifications have been made. Namely, the following modifications have been made. Can we get a really nice, not gruesome SCP next as a palate cleanser, please? Yeah, next SCP will be really good. Tomorrow's stream. A skin dress. I love wearing skin. A dress made from various pieces of dirty, discolored clothing had been sewn around the body and in several places into the body's skin. The mouth had been sewn shut with thread made from human tendons, and the lips painted red with a solution consisting primarily of human blood. Primarily, but not exclusively. Thank you very much, FDA. The fingernails of another child had been glued over the body's fingernails with pine resin. These had been painted red with the same human blood-based solution. 3 of the body's fingers were missing. You say blood-based solution. I say organic and high in iron. The entire scalp had been removed from the head, and the scalp of another child with long blonde hair sewn onto the head in its place. The hair had been tied with 2 braids. Both eyes had been removed, and 2 large round pebbles on which eyes had been crudely painted, placed into the empty orbits. Upon examination by the family, the child from whom the doll had been made was found to be still alive, albeit unconscious. Authorities were notified, and the child was airlifted to Bartlett Regional Hospital in Juana, Alaska, where she survived for 18 hours. 2 Foundation agents were dispatched and were able to interview the subject. See interview log below. Following the subject's death, her body was confiscated by agents and all witnesses amnesticized as per standard procedure. DNA tests revealed that the subject had been Ekaterina Morozova, also known as Ekaterina. That's a name. It's a Russian name. Revealed to be Ekaterina Morozova, age 7, a known abduction victim of SCP-4666, taken from her family's residence in Dubovka, Russia, on January 2nd, 2016. Autopsy of the subject's body showed she had been severely malnourished during the 2 years following her abduction, which had resulted in considerable stunting. Weight was only 15 kilograms, height was only 90 centimeters. A number of scars and burns were present on her skin, and she had suffered 2 bone fractures, left tibia and left ulna, that had not been reset and had healed properly. Hands were heavily calloused. Cause of death was attributed to multiple organ failure resulting from severe sustained malnourishment. Do you take suggestions on what to read? Yes. For the next couple days, though, we have a bunch of SCPs we need to get through, and we're going to see how we want to continue with SCPtember, because right now we're officially ending it, obviously at the end of September, but a lot of people want it to keep going. So we're going to see how we could maybe keep doing it like once a week, or maybe we just start every stream with a different SCP article. We'll have to see. It depends on a lot of stuff. Okay, finally, chat. The audio log of SCP-4666-06201. Date: January 2nd, 2018. Time: 2327 AKST for Alaska Standard Time to 2349 Alaska Standard Time. So this lasted for 22 minutes. Location: Bartlett Regional Hospital, Juana, Alaska. Junwao pronunciation. Juneau. Oh, that's easy. Like the movie. Bartlett Regional Hospital, Juneau, Alaska. Why is it still going? This is SCP-4666. We keep going, baby. Interviewers: Agent Anthony Kowalski, Agent Susan Muse, attending. Bye-bye. Agent Subject: Ekaterina Morozova, SCP-4666-A-0960, female, age 7. Notes: the subject regained consciousness for a period of roughly 30 minutes prior to expiring, during which she was interviewed. Hospital staff had previously removed the thread that had been sewn into her lips, allowing her to speak. Despite having been administered a morphine drip, the subject was largely coherent throughout the interview. The subject did not understand English and initially spoke only a language that was unfamiliar to Agents Kowalski and Muse. Footnote 3. Recordings of this interview are currently being studied by the Department of Linguistics, as the language spoken by the subject was later found to match no known language, living or dead. That's useless. Early indications are that it might be related to pre-Proto-Germanic. And this is a child that went missing only 2 years prior, and she's speaking a language that's earlier than Proto-Germanic, which is one of the earliest known languages we have. However, after several minutes, the subject began addressing the agents in Russian, which she spoke poorly. Okay, you don't need a roaster like that. Agent Kowalski who spoke rudimentary Russian, was able to conduct the interview without the need for an interpreter. Nice. Wait, didn't it get a reviewer's spotlight or something? Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about something else. Okay. Begin log. Agent Kowalski. Hello, I'm Anthony. What's your name? Are you going to take me back to him? No, I promise. Hold on, let me do voices. Hello, I'm Anthony. What's your name? Are you going to take me back to him? No, I promise. We're just here to talk to you. Pauses. I don't want to go back. You don't have to. You're safe now. Myashka. That's something in Russian. Remain silent. Can you tell me what happened to you? Do you remember the night he came to your house? I remember. He hurt Mama and Papa and Katya and Yuliana. For a long time, they were bleeding. After they stopped screaming, he put me in his bag. His bag? He had a big bag. Other children were in the bag too. I think we go to other houses. I hear people screaming. Outside the bag all during the night. Each house, he put another child in the bag. Then after the night, he takes us away. Where did he take you? Underground. Unknown word. Deep. Underground? You mean in a basement? Deep. Everything earth and mud and ice. Bones everywhere. Everything cold. I can't sleep because it's too cold. Oh, were there lots of other children there with you? Lots of children. Lots of tunnels, lots of holes. But I can't see it all. I can't see the other unknown word. Too dark. My hole is with Ren and Hekla and Sasha and Paul. We make the toys together. The toys? If you don't make the toys, you don't eat. Don't stop making the toys. Don't fall asleep or he hurt you. He hurts you? How? He hit you. He burn you. Or he bite off your fingers. Or he cook you on the fire in his room and eat you. He eat Philippe and Sally. What about you? Did he eat you? How did this happen to you? Did he do this? Pauses. Ren and Hekla and Sasha and Paul do this. They have to. Why? I get sick. When you can't make the toys, you become the toys. End log. There you go. And that's it. SCP-4666. Once again created by Hercules Rockefeller. Thank you, Hercules Rockefeller. Rockefeller, absolutely incredible. Appreciate it. Very cool. Actman on meth. I don't know what that even means. 4666 is literally cooking. I think it's a good SCP. What do you guys think? 4290 and 4666. What do you gamers think about these? 3008 next. 2295. No, you don't think it's cooking? I hate it. What? Okay, chat. Cooking or cooked? What do you guys think of it? Gotta be one of my least favorite SCPs. When it comes to storytelling, it's definitely gruesome. I farted. This is what I think of it. I recommend 4319. Can 6101 beat 4666? That's a good matchup. A lot of people are saying cooking. No one's saying cooked. Sheesh. Well, chat, we have quite a few SCPs we gotta read tomorrow. We got a lot of gaming to do as well. Anything that uses shot content for anything is automatically F tier. I do think... What do I think of it? I mean, let's do good. Let's pause this. Let's do some good music, shall we? What do I think about this SCP? It's definitely gruesome. Here's the thing. I feel like the gruesomeness is sort of at the core of this SCP. And if you were to try to divorce this I mean, I guess you could throw a lot of redacteds into it, and maybe it would still keep its sort of terrifying, I don't know if you want to use the word charm, that might be the wrong word. I'll definitely give you that it's a bit much sometimes. I don't need to know about skin dresses made of children's skin and teeth. That's a bit much for me. I mean, I'm also desensitized on the internet, so it's not like super insane, because it's also like obviously fantasy stuff. But obviously if you try to remove that completely, then the essence of the SCP gets lost entirely. It's just shock content, it's just gross. Yeah, I mean, it could have been toned down a bit. It's good this is the only it's good that this only has a little bit of redaction. I think artistic redaction is good enough. I think you could make it pretty good as like, what would be interesting is if, so for these things, they're classified, like you have to expand them, right, to access them. It would actually be kind of cool, or not cool, but interesting if like all of the really gruesome details you had to click to expand. Like there'd be a little thing that says redacted sensitive content, and then you could still click it to expand what it says. So then it sort of adds like this layer of character to the SCP Foundation, where even the Foundation is like, listen, this is not necessarily fully redacted info for a security clearance level, but this is pretty gruesome, so only read it if you want to, kind of thing. I think that'd be kind of interesting. I just don't think describing gore makes for good writing. Well, let me think about that. Does describing gore make for good writing? I think it depends. Depends on the story. Of course, this is a horror story. I personally love this one because it's made so much braver and allowed me to tackle extremely scary stuff without any fear anymore, so that I can enjoy them in my own way. Well, there you go. If you really want something that'll make you wish amnestics were real, I'm going to be honest, even this one is kind of like, eh. You know what I mean? This isn't like the things that I've read on the internet. To be fair, when it comes to SCP standards, this is probably the most gruesome thing. But what's this ping right here? Oh, I don't care. When it comes to SCP standards, SCP ironically has a pretty low or a high standard. There's not a lot of very gross things in the SCP wiki. And compared to other SCP stuff, this is pretty bad. But compared to other stuff I've read, you know, it's not the worst. Not even close. Can I say something at the end? Sandra, you're always asking me to say stuff. You could just say things, gamer. You kind of gotta write good to actually write scary gore. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't really feeling it too much. But also, how do you write super scary gore in a very clinical and detached manner, as is supposed to be written for the SCP Foundation? It wasn't scary, though. Maybe it's not even meant to be scary. Maybe it's meant to showcase and spotlight the SCP Foundation's detachment to truly gory things. Like the SCP, maybe the fact that none of this is redacted is supposed to be a critique on how the SCP Foundation is so detached. Like, we're just going to explain things that are very gruesome, and it's just going to be super matter of fact. These things are made with teeth. These things are made with human child skin stretched over and sewn together with human sinew, and, you know, things like that. You know, maybe that was the intent of the author. We're going to do 3008 tomorrow. We'll see. I think Hercules Rockefeller did a wonderful job writing in a clinical way. If you look at it from that aspect, I think he did a very good job with it. Or she, or they. This individual. Me and O is for organs. 7559. Maybe we'll check this one out. It's not a scary thing, it just makes me uncomfortable because it's gross. Well, there you go. I think this SCP definitely also has a lasting legacy outside of the wiki. It definitely leaves an impact for people. Fave books on God, scarier the better. Yeah, Hot Dad, you love to read scary books. That's true. I fell asleep to your stream and had a nightmare about cheese, and I'm suing you for 10 million trillion zillion Mr. Beach Lunchables. Well, good luck with that, Nolan. If you win that lawsuit, then give me a few trillion of that, because I could definitely use some money. You got to read 6003 tomorrow, or you will be a howling Sigma wow. Thank you for that. Why would I like to read something that gives me no positive emotions? Like with horror, it makes me uneasy, but there's definitely a rush behind it. This was just gross, and I love horror usually. Can I have cheese? Yeah, sure thing, Egg. It's definitely a divisive SCP, to say the least. Out of all the SCPs we've read today, and that includes SCP-610, which is probably, aside from this, the most body horror we've read, this is definitely the most divisive we've been with, chat. Body horror is very unique. And I don't think the SCP Foundation tackles it quite a lot. I think it's one of the things, for me personally, body horror is one of the last, like, truly scary or disgusting things. That one of my favorite manga series of all time is, Hot Dad knows this actually, it's just soon getting an Adult Swim release. It's called Uzumaki. If you know anything about horror and body horror, Uzumaki is your Bible for body horror. This is grotesque, and it is incredible, and it's getting an Adult Swim adaptation on September 28th, the day before my birthday. Absolutely incredible. Junji Ito is a monster of a person. What is this Naruto Uzumaki? Good God. I love this stuff. This is the stuff that makes my skin crawl. It's so good. Absolute fave. A nice and sweet insect horror. Add 7160 tier list. Okay, for SCPs that you gamers want me to do for SCPtember, maybe we need to add a channel in... Maybe we need to add a channel in the Discord. Ping me into the Discord. No, don't ping me. But just... Oh, you know what? In SCP discussion, just type in an SCP article. Do like SCP-7106. That was the one you suggested, right? 7160. Do like this. And then do... SCPtember like that. So then that way I can go to the search bar and I could search SCPtember, and then I could find everyone that has suggestions. Yeah, exactly, just like that. Exclamation mark Discord in the chat, and then go to SCP discussion, and then for future SCPtember days we could just take from that list. Bro loves Junji but doesn't like gore. I didn't say that. I like gore. If you like those kinds of things, SCP-597 is really unique in how it gets the disgust across. 597. Which one is that? Blob of flesh. Oh, this! I love this one. Yes, the mother of them all. This is one of my favorite... For a long time, this was my favorite SCP. The mother of them all. The booby mound. I love 597. Yes. This was one of the first articles I ever read on the wiki, and is so gross and good. I can't read this for SCPtember, but 597 is fantastic. Absolutely, dude. Oh, Egg was talking about Ludo. Oh, okay. There's a list years ago I found. Best SCP articles. It was from like 2016 or 2018. And that's how I found that SCP. It was like one of the highest rated on the list. And I was like, oh, this SCP is cool. I like this. Yeah, that was a really good SCP. I'm a fan of 4319. I think it's good. Of course, disgusting when it's just, when it's the only selling point. I don't know why, but I'm fairly like, what would be the right word? inoculated. A lot of gore doesn't really bother me, like Splatterfest stuff. It's kind of just over the top and silly. You know what I mean? 173 is snapping your neck. Subscribe. True. Junji Ito has so much more than just gore. No, that's true. Junji Ito isn't just about gore. I think Ludo has a point when Ludo talks about the gore shouldn't just be the point of it. If it's just gore for gore's sake, it's kind of boring. The exception, of course, being the entire sequence in Cabin in the Woods when all the monsters escape and it's a gore fest. I think as SCP fans, we've all watched that movie, Cabin in the Woods. The greatest movie and probably closest to an SCP movie we're ever going to get. What an absolutely incredible movie. Can we do emote time? You guys could do emotes whenever. More gore, blast metal. 4666 is the reason why gore doesn't bother me. That's funny. When did that movie come out again? Cabin in the Woods, I want to say over 10 years ago. It was, I think, before... Wait, was it 15 years ago? 2009? It was before Thor. It had Chris Hemsworth in it. No, 2012, because it came out before Thor and before Avengers. It was made before then, but came out later. Cabin in the Woods. I'm going to lock this in 2012. Damn it, 2011. I was close. It has Chris Hemsworth in it. Fantastic movie. If you haven't seen this movie, I'm not spoiling anything. 92%. Oh my God. Release date. April 13th, 2012. I was right. Perfect. And Drew Goddard directed it as well. Oh my, the Goddard himself. Absolute, and he gave us Cloverfield. God, I love this man. Oh my God. I love Drew Goddard. This is I'm not going to spoil anything. It is the SCP movie. No spoilers in the chat. It is fantastic. You need to see it. You absolutely need to see this movie. He directed Martian, yeah. Oh yeah, no, he's a gamer. He's a god tier gamer. It is so good. Looking Rickish General at this Junji Ito t-shirt I recently got is a really cool design. Ooh, let's look at this. Ooh, that's cool as hell. Damn. Sure, that's awesome. Don't dislike the stream. Thank you, Sandra. The real fighter in here. What's Cloverfield about? Oh, Cloverfield was my favorite movie for such a long time. Cloverfield was... Don't just watch it. Just watch it. It might be on Netflix. It's on somewhere. You could find it and you could watch it. It's an incredible movie. You don't need to know anything about it. Just watch Cloverfield. You don't need to watch anything else. You don't need to watch 10 Cloverfield Lane. That's a sequel. And you don't need to watch the Cloverfield Paradox. That was like a TV show or something. Don't watch either of those. Just watch Cloverfield. And then when you finish it, go straight to YouTube and watch videos. Just type in the phrase, all Cloverfield Easter eggs and hidden details, and it will blow your mind, and you'll have to watch the movie again to find everything. It is so good, dude. Can we have 34 cabins in the wood? Yeah, you can. Gravelord Nito looking. We reading another quick SCP before the end of the stream? That's a good question. That's a good question. It is 7 o'clock. Do we have one real quick one-off SCP article we could read that's like less than 5 minutes long? The best movie of all time is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Close. Mad Max Fury Road is the best movie of all time. Human Centipede? That's just a boring movie. I'm going to be honest. Those are the movies where I would agree. I would agree with you guys that the gore is just there for gore's sake. With like when Ludo talks about that, it's not doing anything for me. You're just trying to gross me out, and it's boring, bro. We do an ultimate edit next month. You mean like a huge edit breakdown for every single SCP article in SCPtember? Yeah, we are. 4319 is short. 7999 super short. 666-J. I got websites. All right, I'll take your word for it. Yeah, watch Cloverfield. Great movie. And then watch Cabin in the Woods. I might even say reverse that order. Yeah, watch Cabin in the Woods first, and then watch Cloverfield. 7559 is short. Okay, let's look at all of these. SCP-4319. Okay. I'm not even looking at the rest. We're doing this one right now. I'm not even... Hot Dad, are you looking at the screen right now? Just Girly Things. By girls, for girls. SCP-4319. About Us. By Jess Landons. Object Class Keter. Just Girly Things is a blog site run by girls, for girls. You can find it just by searching for our URL, www.justgirlythingsblogsite.si. Okay, I'm going to search this. If it gives me a virus, then it is what it is. Oh, the URL's expired. Unbelievable. And then there's hearts here. Special containment procedures. Foundation web crawlers have been set up to search for any mention of the IP addresses in which SCP-4319 functions. Any mention is then to be immediately blocked from any public web servers. This block is to be reinstated once every 7 days after it is forcibly removed by SCP-4319. By the way, before continuing, this article was written by Diana Berry. Diana Berry, thank you for writing SCP-4319. Okay. So, what does our site do? We've had a lot of you ask us for a proper introduction post, so I thought I would take the initiative. One of the first things to know is that once you visit our site, all digital interfaces, including home screens and lock screens of phones, will match up to the JGT theme. Just Girly Things. The Just Girly Things theme. Just a little treat from us to help remind you of your girly nature. We also can give you new clothes to make you the best you can be as a girl. You don't have to worry about shipping and all that jazz. It appears right on your body and in your closet. Isn't that nice of us? I think it is. All the cool features and stuff will only go to the girl who was the one to pull up our site on their device. So friends, get going on your own to experience these cool features too. Emoji face, the :3 emoji. Description: SCP-4319 is an internet blog site under the name Just Girly Things. The anomaly of SCP-4319 manifests in its ability to totally help out girls big time. Stop trying to stop this boringness, but we do what we can. Uh-oh. Oh my god. From gore to cutie patootie things. Hey, this is a great way to end it. Unless this turns into gore as well. Hold on. Who's pinging me while we're doing girly things? Imagine me reading this in my annoying e-girl voice. Hot Dad, do you want to jump on Discord and read the rest of this article to stream in your annoying e-girl voice? I'm going to explode from all the yapping. Well, that's the point of the stream today. It's not super gore-filled. No spoilers. Oh no, not Hot Dad. No, I'm eating. Wow. Alright, fine. We like to place all things girly. We like to be a place with all things girly because, well, sometimes girls have trouble understanding their place as a girl. Like Ella's sister started dressing like a boy and insisted she call her Landon or something. What Cora really needed is a reminder of how important girlhood really is. That's why Ella helped her to see it again. I think that was really sweet of her. Well, sweet of Keely too, because she helped Ela, which helped Ela help Cora. And then we click that, and oh Jesus. Filled to the brim with girlish glee, graphic depictions of abuse ahead. Proceed with caution. I'm thinking, Chad, I've never seen this before. I'm gonna be honest. The wiki has an out-of-character content warning with a little icon right here. Content warning. In addition, this article contains homophobia and transphobia. Huh. Okay. 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 Interesting. Interesting. Don't know if we can finish this one. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. 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 I like this SCP. I don't think we could finish it, chat, or read it in its entirety at least. I thought we're supposed to end this SCP with a good, nice, kind-hearted SCP. The gay conversion SCP, yeah. SCP-4319 is just 4666 in disguise. It's super evil, and that's why I love it. I get it. I get it so far. This would be a really good article to read. And you guys will probably have to read it in your own time, but SCP-4319, I was looking at a few things. There's definitely some things I have to block out on stream. And, wow. Okay, there's a lot here. There's a lot. Okay, there's a lot. Okay. Woo. Okay. Okay, good. Good. Listen, folks. Listen. Brother, listen, I'm as transphobic as the next fella, but, like, I can't read this. Like, this is a bit fucking much. Okay. Jesus Christ. God damn. Listen, I'll be the first to admit I am not the most well-versed in the SCP Wiki, but I cannot stress enough. I've been around the block, and I've never seen a content warning like this on the Wiki. This is wild, brother. Cinema. Pure cinema. Incredible article. I'll read this in my own time, but I think everyone could probably agree this is a really good article. 424 updates. What's happening? We are wrapping up the stream. That's what's happening. If you've just joined us, we read 2 SCPs, then that's it. None others. SCP 4290 and SCP 4666. 4290, incredible, absolutely wonderful finale. SCP 4666, like walking through broken glass for 30 minutes straight. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're coming back. We got some more SCP articles. And we got some gaming to do. No 300% run today. Unfortunately not, Ludo. It's really late. I got to do gym. I got to wrap up this video to get it out. And a couple other things. Fine, I'll say it. Subscribe or Alpha Warhead on your house. Thank you, Sandra. So true. Read it or there's a JPEG image of Egg chasing you. Is that the same time for us? Other time zones. So, no, Jaden, to answer your question. That's the, so, is that the same time for us, other time zones? So, no, the way time zones work is it will be a different time for you guys. So 3 p.m. where I'm at, Pacific Standard Time. If you're in, say, Eastern Standard Time, it'll definitely not be 3 o'clock for you. That's way too early. I think it's like 5 or 6, depending on daylight savings time. If you jump into the Discord, though, !Discord in the chat, I will ping you. I started this stream today at 4:45, so it's 7:11 p.m. today, right now. 4 hours ago was 3:11, and that's when we normally start. I start a little bit late today. 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow, whatever that is for you. Jump into the Discord if you haven't already. !Discord in the chat as well. I'm just going to be honest, chat. Twitter in the chat. If you go on Twitter on a daily basis and you are upset by how horrible Twitter is, I mean, me personally, this is just objectively looking at it. I do have the best Twitter account, okay? I post only bangers, certified bangers, okay? Twitter in the chat, at SCP Wyatt on Twitter. You don't have to feel obligated to, but the greatest Twitter account, hands down. I didn't say this. Obama said this. He did. He actually did. I'm not going to cite that, but he said it. You have to believe me. Discord in the chat. Better than Trump's. I'm gonna be honest, folks. Gonna be honest. I didn't say it, but the people have spoken. It is the greatest Twitter account, quite possibly ever in human existence. You do not normally start at 3 p.m. Be honest with yourself. Shut up, Balik. Shut up. Yeah, !Skibbity Toilet in the chat. !Goth Girl Enjoyers in the chat. Exclamation mark in the chat. OnlyFans in the chat if you're on Twitch, I mean. If you don't finish 300% tomorrow, you have to get every death in every single room in the map, or at least deaths you can actually move for. Eat a Sereno every time you die. Is Wyatt ultra nationalistic? If being a gamer is a nationality, then yes, I am ultra nationalistic. In fact, I should have this just as a link that I could click and bring up, but hold on a second. This is my favorite video of all time, chat. Hold on a second. This video, listen. This is the greatest video of all time. It's called The Most Oppressed Group of All.
With the glass ceiling broken, all the oppressed groups shall prosper, especially the most oppressed group of all, gamers.
There's no context, and it is so good. It is so good. I hope I never understand the context behind that clip. I don't know what show it's from. I don't want to know what show it's from. I just love it. I named the diet Dr. Wyatt Salazar Modena. I don't even know what that is, but thank you. Gamers are not the most oppressed. No, gamers are the most oppressed. True. Thank you. I misread your message. It is true. I mean, just think of it this way, chat. How many gamer Congress people are in the federal government? 0. We are literally oppressed. What if Wyatt was an author avatar in the SCP wiki? So I can't name a character SCP Wyatt in the SCP wiki because you can't name characters with the letters SCP in them. So my account on the SCP wiki is the Insecurity Guard, which is a name you gamers gave to the character in the SCP animations that I will make more of. Those animations are coming back. I just need a little bit of time, okay? A little bit of time. Got to get it so that we have the YouTube pipeline, the Twitch content to YouTube pipeline fully automated, so Goblin can make videos and I don't have to like do any finishing touches and put them on YouTube and stuff. He could just edit a stream, put it on YouTube, get it, turnaround time super fast, and then I have free time after streams to work on animations and stuff. Those animations are so good. Thank you. Thank you. And the super chats, the donos, the bits, the subs, the memberships. Can't stress it enough. You gamers really helped me out. Again, I got paid today. $4 billion from YouTube. Not really, $4,000. Very good. We are almost at For reference, chat, $4,000 from YouTube. For reference here. That was for only 4 weeks of work. If you divide that, $4,000 divided by 120 hours of work on average. That's how much you work in a month. I work a little bit more, but let's just say comparative to a normal job, I made... Wait, hold on. That's not right. I made $33 an hour. That's not right, is it? No, that's 40, 80, 120, 160. Sorry. 160 hours a month. I made $25? Is that right? $25? Ain't no way. $25 an hour? Hold on a second. It's not right. 25 times 40. It's $1,000. Did I make 25? Holy shit, chat. We made and surpassed minimum wage this month. Is that right? Wait, is that right? Last time we did this, chat. Last month I got paid about $2,000 from YouTube. 2,000 divided by 160. 12.5. We didn't make minimum wage that month. Let's go, chat. Let's go. 25 bucks, baby. 25 bucks. Hey, you know what? Let's do this. 4,000 times 12. 48 grand a year, chat. Average livable wage in Los Angeles, California. How much we clear this by? How much we clear this by? In Los Angeles County, this is how much we're making above the livable wage in California. In Los Angeles County, the living wage for 2 working class adults with 2 kids, 138,000. Wait, hold on. Wait, 138,000. That's 48,000. That's less. Okay, wait, hold on. For a single adult with no children, the living wage is $26.63 or $55,300 per year. Wait, hold on. That's still more? Hold on. 48,000 more or less than. Okay, wait. If you make less than a living wage, does that mean you're dead? Okay. Google's not helping me. Okay. Average rent in Los Angeles, California for a 1-bedroom apartment. Okay, so as they say, you should spend 1/3 of apartment, 1/3 of your monthly income on rent. So that means that should be about $1,500, about $1,200 to $1,500 on rent per month. Average $2,261 to $2,743. Okay. That's about 50 to 60%. Okay. Well, it's better than $1,250 a month, chat. We're crushing it. That does not math right. The math is not mathing. We'll chalk it up, chat. We're billionaires. I'm chalking it up to Google is having an AI hallucination. I'm doing the math in my head. 4,000 a month. That's $1.8 billion a year. That's $1.8 billion. Hold on a second. Okay, wait. So you got 2 times 0 is 0, 0, 0 times 16. Carry the 1. 5 times 4 is 20 plus 1. And then multiply by 2 is about 1, 2, 50, 2, 0, 0. And then you add 0 right there. And then you add another 0 because this is 0 here. 2, 5, 2, 0, 0, 0, 0. That's $2.5 million in a single year, chat. $4,000 in 1 month. $2.5 million in a year. I didn't even have to sell any feet pics. Incredible. Incredible. In Zimbabwe currency, yeah. John Cena reveal. John Cena reveal tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. If you take into... And chat, to be fair, that's before taxes. So maybe that $2.5 million, maybe it's closer to 2.4 million. I don't know. Even worse, if you don't beat 300% tomorrow, you'll have to watch the entire Star Wars sequel trilogy, the holiday special, and all the trash Disney Plus shows on stream. I would rather kill myself in SCP Containment Breach. No wonder you can impersonate Donald Trump. Exactly. I'm literally him. I'm literally him. Show us those ankles. Oh, good heavens. All right, chat. We're going to be wrapping up the stream. Take it easy. Have a good night, everyone. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm trying to get this video out. I'm going to be honest. I've been lazy. I need to go to the gym after this. I need to pick up some deodorant at Target. I need to yap on Discord with Hot Dad, my daily, legally obligated yap sesh with Hot Dad while she gives me the gossip of the day. And then I got to finish this video. I'll try to make it. If you don't make it tomorrow, forever. If you do not make it to stream tomorrow, I'm just giving you the heads up, okay? These are the stakes at hand. If you don't make it to stream tomorrow, you specifically, I'm blowing up an orphanage. Good night, chat. Take it easy. Till tomorrow. I'm serious. An orphanage. I'll find one near your house. I'll blow it up. I'll leave a note. I bet? Well, no, don't. Well, okay, wait. Let me specify. If you don't like orphans, then if you do show up, I'll blow up an orphanage. But if you like orphans, just show up to stream tomorrow, okay? Get out of here, chat. Go and get. Did you know there's a bug where 049 spawns in 914 in front of you, which means he could instantly die because he spawns inside of you. There's a spawn where 049 spawns in 914 in front of you. I didn't know that. I don't often, anytime that 049 spawns, I usually am already like fully done with the 914, so I've never encountered that. That's crazy. I'm 100% showing up. Good. If we get 150 people on stream tomorrow, I will blow up an orphanage live on camera. That is my I'm just kidding. Legally, I can't promise that to you. In fact, legally, I can't even, I'm lying. Legally speaking, I'm lying. I'm definitely not doing that. I have to go get my forklift certification tomorrow. We offer forklift certifications on stream. I had 049 spawn in an out of bounds room today. We've had 049 spawn in the middle of those cubes in heavy containment zone all the time, like the 4-way rooms in heavy containment where there's like the metal box in the middle. We've had them spawn in there before. It's really funny. All right, get out of here, chat. Go get. Adios, amigos. No, you. No, you. What if one of your viewers is an FBI agent? We'll tell the rest of the FBI to watch. All right. Out of here, chat. Bogus minted.